Welcome back to another creepy tale with the collective. Tonight, we're listening to I Got Off the Plane by Salami Mommy on Reddit's No Sleep. If you've not subscribed to our channel, please do so. Also, thumbs up this video and turn on your notifications so you don't miss anything that we release in the future. I'm assuming some of you have seen some videos going around of a woman saying that someone on the plane wasn't a real person. There's another video surfacing of a man who has a meltdown on a plane. I figured they were full of shit, especially considering how people's attitudes can be with enough liquid courage. We were supposed to take off within minutes by the time I had an incredible urge to pee. That beer went straight through me. I got up and quickly maneuvered to the restroom. Things became scary once I came back out. The lights on the plane were dimmed, and everyone was sleeping. Everyone sitting had their heads bowed down and were sleeping. But I got off the plane. I highly doubt anyone took any videos either, which is probably a blessing. Last thing I would want to be shared around is me looking like some kind of lunatic. My name is... well, I don't want to share it, but I was going to go on a vacation with my best friend. We were going to fly down to Orlando and visit some obvious places. We were looking forward to this trip so much after saving up for a while. We got on the plane and sat down. I was nervous. I had my expensive airport beer right before to calm my nerves, but something about being on this flight felt weird. I've flown probably a dozen times and never felt shivers going up my spine, or so eerie. The few flight attendants I seen were standing and sleeping as well. It felt so weird. I carefully crept back towards my seat. I nudged my friend's shoulder. John, wake up. Something ain't right here. He didn't move. At all. No snoring, no flinch. I shook him again. I began to question if he was breathing. I got up and walked towards first class to peek around the curtains. All those passengers were sleeping too. I heard a weird noise. Sounded like a snake hissing. I wasn't the only one awake on the plane. There was a man leaning over someone's seat. He was wearing a Hawaiian-style button-up shirt and khakis. He had on a pair of flip-flops and looked like every other tourist waiting to go to all the amusement parks. I couldn't figure out where that hissing was coming from. I walked up to the guy. Hey, bud, what's going on? Everyone's sleep. He looked up at me. His eyes were like snakes. He made a creepy grin and shark-like teeth were showing. He let out a little chuckle. He whispered to me before his forked tongue moved around. How are you not asleep? I ran. I figured if I was lucky I could get off the plane, but the door was locked and closed. I knew he'd catch me. I ran and plopped down into my seat and closed my eyes. There wasn't anywhere I could hide. Oh, that's just rich. I opened my eyes and he was inches in front of my face. I let out the loudest scream I ever had. I began kicking and throwing my arms around. In a flash, everyone was up. John grabbed a hold of me and was yelling for me to calm down. The flight attendants were freaking out and acting like they were going to get help. I looked around and seen that man sitting in the seat across from me. He was wearing the same attire. I heard people gasping and some snickering like I was crazy. Hey, you must have fell asleep. John began patting my back. Sleep's a good idea. I looked over at the man, and he began smiling at me, and his tongue popped back in and out. I let out a scream and told John to get off the plane. I began screaming for everyone too. This guy isn't human! I let out a crying screech. Whoa, that old guy? No, the other one. That seat's empty. I caused such a stir that they made everyone get off the plane. I'm banned from the airline and everyone thinks I'm crazy. They let everyone else on after they confirmed the situation was safe. John doesn't believe me, but at least had sympathy for me. We were able to find a car rental place and still got to our destination, even though it's behind schedule. but I still feel scared. We stopped by a popular tourist street gas station to fill up, and I swear I saw the lizard man thing. Whatever he is, I swear he's been at every rest stop we've went to. I'll update you when I figure everything out. Just understand that these people aren't crazy. Something weird is happening.